Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another episode of the Talking Sports podcast. We just watched the NFL draft, and man, it was crazy. Trades uh, from the beginning to the end of the first round. A lot of surprising picks, a lot of great picks for teams, and we're here to break it down. Jeremiah, what were your initial thoughts of this NFL draft 2026?
I thought it was great. I mean, honestly, the trades were, I feel like it's the most trades we've seen in a while. A lot of people moving spots, only moving a couple spots to get a certain pick. Headlines are great. I enjoyed the first round.
Yeah, man, I really, really did. For those of you who know, I have two teams, Cowboys and Chiefs, and both teams address their needs. And man, when I say they address their needs, they address them well. As a fan of these two teams, I could not be more excited. So let's break it down. Um, First overall pick, we know Fernando Mendoza from Miami. Um, well, he's literally from Miami, but he played for Indiana.
Right.
Uh, National champion, Heisman Trophy winner. We knew that he was going to be first overall pick, and so the Raiders get their guy.
Yeah. I think it was clear they needed a QB. They, I would say, got the best one available. Um, he's a winner. That's what you want. And so I think he's got a um, good size for a QB, good upside. Um, this is a guy who's not going to cause you any trouble. He's going to be great
Absolutely.
on the field and off the field. He's a nerd. He's going to know the playbook. He's smart. I think he's a good guy, and hopefully he can kind of be the start to kind of change some of that Raiders culture that they have.
Yeah.
So, um, hey, I think it'll be a good pick for the Raiders. I guess I'm not sure exactly who you would compare him to. Some people have him as Joe Burrow comparisons, Andrew Luck, those kind of things. But I mean, threw 41 touchdowns last season, only six picks. That's that's as best as you can ask for. So Raiders should be very happy. Raiders fans should be very happy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a rebuild. They're starting over. They're starting from scratch. New coach, new quarterback, and so um, Kubiak, from coming from Seattle, we saw what he did with Sam Darnold,
Yeah,
and he's got a guy that can sling the ball, you know, as well as Sam Darnold, if not better.
yeah,
And so it just depends on the weapons that they have around him and what the defense can be. But when you have the coach and when you have the quarterback, it's a good start. And so I do like the fact that they also brought in Kirk Cousins to either start and Mendoza kind of learn from him,
yeah,
or Kirk Cousins be the backup,
yeah,
still teach obviously from the quarterback room. And Kirk Cousins, I believe, is a Christian as well, if I'm not mistaken. And so
yeah.
just having both of those guys in the locker room, Mendoza can really learn from him. Kirk Cousins has been a professional, been a very decent quarterback all of his career, and has put up some numbers. And honestly, Mendoza is probably a little bit bigger, but as far as throwing the ball, they kind of remind me of each other a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't see Joe Burrow really. Um,
I don't either.
I think Mendoza's a little bit more athletic than Joe was, or is.
Yeah,
And so Kurt obviously not that athletic, but when you have athleticism, that helps, obviously. So
right.
good first round, first pick for the Raiders. Have to address that. But after that, the surprises really came.
Yeah,
Jeremiah Love to 3, Arizona I did not see that happening at all. A lot of a lot of people projected him to go fourth to Tennessee, but they got Cardinal Tate, which is a very good pick. Cam Ward needs wide receivers, needs help, needs somebody to throw the ball to. So either way, they got their guy. But Arizona, Jeremiah Love, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think the team is good enough to even make Jeremiah Love look good.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Genty situation last year where the team is just not very good. And so you get a dynamic running back. There's just really just not much that he can do. Kyler Murray, obviously gone to Minnesota. So
Yeah.
quarterback situation is going to be different. So not sure about that pick for Arizona. They probably could have. I don't know. I don't know what their plan is for this season, but what were your surprise picks? I guess.
That was definitely the first surprise pick, because I think, yeah, the Cardinals, their need wasn't running back. The highest need was not running back because I think
Right.
they re-signed James Conner and you still have Tyler as well coming out of the backfield. So um, I get Love is the best back out of the draft. I mean, he's had two of the most productive seasons as a running back in college. So
Hmm.
I understand his talent level. I just think the analysis of the pick, based on what Cardinals needed, may not have been the best. So that was the first one. I think the next one has to be Ty Simpson. Um,
Yeah, man.
I just, I mean, I guess for him to be the second QB going at 13, um, is interesting. Uh,
Hmm.
I definitely don't think he'll be the second best QB in this entire draft. That's for sure, or the first. Um, but I guess he's going to be the successor to Stafford, um, and I guess McVay maybe sees something in him that he can kind of mold, um, and the rest of the front office staff. So that shocked me. I felt like the Rams again could have addressed something different. I'm not sure where exactly Ty would have fell, if they didn't get him, but that was my surprise.
Yeah, honestly, I think that was the biggest surprise of the whole draft, first round, because obviously they had a quarterback.
Yep.
They have Matthew Stafford. We won MVP, but we know that he's older. We
Sure.
know that he is, probably gonna retire soon, if
Mhm.
not, after next season, maybe the next season after that. But what they were saying on the broadcast, and I kind of agree with them. You don't want to be in a situation to where you you need a quarterback
Sure.
and you can't draft one, or
Yep.
you're you have a situation where you're Matthew Stafford retires and you have to play the Georgia backup, the backup for them. He played for Georgia. I'm blanking on his name right now, but having to play a season without a quarterback, without a Matthew Stafford, and so come in, draft Ty Simpson. He you know learns the playbook, learns from Stafford, learns from McVay, and once Stafford retires, boom, he's ready. And so, or let's say Stafford gets injured. These things could happen. You never really know. And so, you to have a backup quarterback is important in this league because for a lot of teams, if these quarterbacks go down, the team is
Done.
struggling
Yeah.
hard. So, I think it's a good pick, honestly. Just thinking about team, they had a solid defense last season, but this offseason, they really addressed their defense, getting Trent McDuffie,
Yeah.
trading from the Chiefs, getting the other corner from the Chiefs. So their secondary set.
Yeah.
I think they got, I want to say they got a safety too. from somebody, but the defensive line was already good with their D line that they had, and offense, you know, Puka and his offseason situation. We don't really know what's going on with that. Him, being in rehab. Devontae Adams, another year older. So maybe they could have addressed wide receiver. But I mean, again, this is the first round. They still have a lot more picks to address the things that they need to address. But, want to make a splash, get the quarterback.
Yeah, it's true. And the we've seen situations work out to where you take a QB early while you still have a starting QB to where they can have time, they can be molded instead of throwing them immediately into the starting lineup and trying to see what they can put together. I feel like we've seen it work to where the rookie comes in, he's the backup, he learns second string, plays a little bit preseason and just kind of waits his turn. I think we've seen the development work out a little bit better, so I'm not mad at it for sure.
Yeah, and another thing we saw last season with the Rams, Matthew Stafford didn't go to like any OTAs. He wasn't at any of the off season stuff that they're doing. He came for the regular season and won MVP. So it's
That's
like
it. That's it.
Ty Simpson is probably going to be getting all of the first team reps in OTAs, these practices, training camps. He's probably going to get all of that, and it's going to be good development for him. And
Yeah.
so, like you said, preseason, he's going to get a lot of play. Matthew Stafford's not playing preseason.
No.
We know this, and so he's going to get a lot of playing time, before the season starts, and he's going to get to learn from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and so and one of the best offensive minds of NFL coaching with McVay. So, like you said, I think it's a good pick for him. Just really, really surprising because nobody expected the Rams to get a quarterback. So,
Yeah.
um, so yeah, let me go ahead and address my teams. Let me talk about my teams and what they did because
Yeah.
I am I am ecstatic right now. You
Yes.
see the shirt. I got the shorts on too, repping all day because I just knew something was gonna go down today. I just had a feeling when I woke up this morning, man, like this is gonna be the day. This is gonna be the moment for us. My Dallas Cowboys for the 11th, they traded up with
Yep.
Miami. Shout out to Miami and the Dolphins. We appreciate y'all so much. Caleb Downs, safety out of the Ohio State University, projected to be the smartest, the best player best defensive player, and player overall in this
Yeah.
entire draft. And Christian Parker, our defensive coordinator, gets his guy. You know, um, this guy was healthy, the junior, uh, just a just a pro already in college, and he's gonna come in, provide leadership. He is a ball hawk. He hits hard. He tackles well. This guy is just incredible. I couldn't be more happy. Um, we knew that the Cowboys needed defense, and they did it. And with the Cowboys, we always draft well. From is it's probably been maybe 10 years, maybe since we've had like a bad draft. Um,
Yep.
10 years ago, we got Zeke and um, Dak.
Yep.
So from then on to now, we've had amazing drafts, and um, this just adds to it. And so I'm excited. We got a defensive end also later. Lawrence, another Lawrence back in Dallas. He's gonna take over that Micah spot and be our edge rusher out of UCF. And so hopefully we can get some good production out of him. But as far as the Cowboys are concerned, this is an A plus. It's an A plus draft for the first round at least. We'll see what they do in the later rounds. But this is something that, one of those drafts that we look back on, especially, if we can win a Super Bowl one day, then like this is the draft, that this is the player that can lead us. We have a strong leader and presence on defense now, and that's so important.
Yep.
Um, this guy's gonna he's mature. He's not gonna have any off the field issues. You know, nothing that we have to worry about in that regard. He's a Christian. I posted on my story his interview after he got drafted, where he was just giving God glory and praising Jesus Christ. And so, anytime the Lord is on your side, that's gonna, he's gonna exalt you even more. So, from the Cowboys' perspective, I'm just ecstatic.
Yeah, for sure. This will be the best draft pick since CD a couple years back. Um, Best probably overall draft since 2016, I think I would say. Just based off the first round alone. And we still got more rounds to come. So I think also this is just one of the first times y'all have taken the best position on defense in the draft. A lot of
Yeah.
drafts you've taken um, offensive players, skill positions, linemen, whatever. But uh, Caleb Downs is incredible. Best safety in college football this past year. Um, Very versatile.
Hmm.
I think honestly, I think he's 5'11". I think he can play strong or free safety. Um, he's good at the run, tackle, cover, and zone or man. I just think he's incredible. And so he will definitely fix and help a lot of the issues the Cowboys had on defense. Not maybe not do everything. Still need some more, specifically at the linebacker position. But he will fill in. He will fill in where some of those gaps are. So I think he's a great player. I saw them trade up for 11th, and I was like, who do they want? Because I just I was telling a coworker I thought Caleb Downs made too much sense for the Cowboys to take. So
Right. I didn't think he would go. I
yeah,
didn't think he would be there at 11 or 12. But
right.
once like it was 8 and the Saints drafted an O-line, I was like, oh yeah, we gonna
Yeah,
get him.
yeah,
We're gonna get him. And so I was excited. I knew, and then once we traded to 11, I was like, oh yeah, it's in the bag. Caleb Downs, we're getting him.
yeah,
Again, shout out Miami. We know y'all are probably, tanking this season for Arch. We appreciate y'all. Um, and so he's a superstar. There's not many times you draft a superstar for your team unless you're like a quarterback, or um, maybe a top flight wide receiver or something like that. But
yeah,
this guy is a superstar. So I'm excited, man. Um, looking forward to see what we do later in the draft. But this is probably one of the most exciting moments that I've had as a Cowboys fan. I guess since Michael Parsons, I guess draft wise.
yeah,
But I'm just happy. Just happy.
yeah. And you got to give Stephen Jones credit because he has again the point of the draft is to obviously build success for the future, but you have to address team needs. That's what free agency. That's what the draft is for. And so I think Stephen Jones has done a great job. You mentioned Malachi Lawrence out of UCF, who's I mean a great edge rusher. He's got a high motor. Um, he likes to get physical and get dirty, and I think y'all need that. And he's also not bad in coverage as well. I mean, he can kind of make some plays in space. 6'4", 250. So think it'd be another great player. Um, Again, just the trades. You have to give hats off to the team, the front office, because the trades for both of these guys I think are incredible. So shout out Cowboys. Hopefully they can make a big difference on defense. But you need linebackers. You need linebackers some way somehow. Got to
Yeah, no, we're yeah. I mean, I definitely think we're gonna get linebackers. I don't. CJ Allen wasn't.
still available. Yeah,
He's still available. He wasn't drafted in the first round, and so those Georgia guys, they tend to always have off the field issues for whatever reason.
yeah,
I don't know if he was one of them, but typically the Georgia guys are always like getting a speeding ticket or
yeah,
a DUI or something like that. I don't know if it was him,
yeah.
but he's still available. So maybe
Anthony
we can
Anthony Hill Jr. is also available out of Texas as well. Uh,
also, yeah, another
not
amazing linebacker.
not exactly sure where y'all are picking in the second round. I can check, but if he's available, he needs to be the first person y'all take. Y'all have
Keep him in Texas for sure.
y'all don't have a pick in the second round as of right now.
We can trade into it though
Yeah,
if we need.
for sure.
But another thing I was gonna say, and we can talk about another team after this, but I feel like Jerry and Stephen Jones are really listening to Shoddy
Yes.
and listening to our new defensive coordinator, uh, Christian
Oh,
Parker.
yeah,
And that's important because the coaches know what we need.
yeah,
And we know Jerry and Steven, they're very involved in the
mhm,
team and the draft and things like that. But coaches know they see it every day.
yeah,
They put the game plans in place. They know exactly what we need. And our new defensive coordinator, I feel like he's got a voice. He's young. This is his first opportunity as defensive coordinator, but we're bringing him in as if he's Spagnolo, like he's a veteran, like he's been there, done that, and to be honest, he has in his own right, in his own um, position, roles that he's been in. He succeeded, and I think that's only going to be, um, similar moving forward into this new role as defensive coordinator. So I'm excited again. Um, I'm ready. I'm ready to watch these boys play, man. I'm ready.
oh, yeah, absolutely. Um, I think we have to talk about your other team next.
We do. We do.
I personally believe um, won the first round. I have to say that Cowboys would be a close second. And maybe you could throw the Jets in there as well. I think they made some smart choices, but um, Kansas City Chiefs, they again address needs. Mansour Delane from LSU,
Yeah.
um, best corner in the draft in
Yeah.
most people's draft boards. Um, Chiefs moved up to get him. So again, that shows you that they wanted him. That shows you how they felt about him. Um, over the past two seasons, I mean, he's been incredible. This is a Steve Spagnuolo pick, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Um, and it's funny. I think his best comparison is probably Trent McDuffie. To be honest with you, so similar build, cornerback one. I mean, you can't say anything better. However, the 29th pick, JD, your guy out of Clemson,
Absolutely.
who I thought underperformed this season, I will say. Um,
All of Clemson's defense underperformed,
the entire the entire team.
except for maybe Avion Terrell. I think he played well,
Sure.
and there could be another Chiefs pick in the future rounds. We have to look out for that because he did not
Yeah,
get drafted in the first round either.
true.
There's a Tennessee corner and then Avion Terrell as well.
That's right.
Um, so keep an eye out for them. But yes, I just think again underperformed, but these he's going to be next to Chris Jones, and so I think that's going to be the key because Peter Woods was probably getting doubled. Um,
Absolutely.
TJ Parker is still available. He didn't get drafted, so I
Right.
mean,
Right.
um, but Mansour Delane, amazing corner. These guys are stars, man. And when
Yeah.
you get them with good coaching and on these good teams, these dudes are gonna perform, man.
Absolutely.
Um, they're gonna perform, and again, I'm excited for my Chiefs. We're back. We're building this defense back up to where it was. Um, get off the field on third down, man. Was so sick of that last year, man. We could
Yeah.
not get off the field on third down. We needed to get pressure,
Yeah.
to pressure the quarterback. Chris Jones on his latter years,
Yeah.
possibly facing retirement soon, and so we get somebody that can step in, play nose tackle. Um, if we need to play a 4-3, then we can have Peter Woods and Chris Jones out there together. That way, nobody gets double teamed. We have Karlaftis on the left end. I think Charles Amena, who went to another team, but a right end, whoever we have on the right side, you're not going to be able to double team anybody, and that's going to be the key. It's going to be the key for the Chiefs defensive line, especially, and then with Mansour Delane on the outside,
Yeah.
just being a good corner man. Spagnuolo's got his guys back, and yeah, I'm excited about the Chiefs as well.
Definitely. And Peter Woods, he can play edge or tackle, defensive tackle. So he'll be versatile. He'll probably be Chris Jones' kind of replacement. I think they may be looking to the future as well, kind of similar to a Ram situation, just a different position. Um, but Peter Woods, I mean, yeah, it's incredible. These teams that have had success in recent years, this is pretty much the reason why. You can look at the Seahawks draft from last year. I mean, incredible. Uh,
Absolutely.
Rams as well. They experience in they deal with free agency a lot as well, but the draft still got good guys.
Mhm.
Chiefs recent success in years. Obviously, Mahomes went down with an injury, but they've been to Super Bowl so many times in recent years. So um, if you want to have success, it starts here. And I think a lot of teams showed that tonight. Um,
Yeah. Brett Veach, shout out Brett Veach. I think he's
yeah,
one of the better GMs in this league. Just drafting well, trading up to get Pat Mahomes all those years ago, and we trade up
yeah,
to get another guy in Mansour Delane. And so really excited to see what my teams do. We got to put it all together, got to finish the draft out, but I'm looking forward to what's to come in this new season.
for sure, for sure. Question for you:
Yep.
do you have a sleeper, kind of the under the radar pick, maybe not as well known of a guy um, that was taken in this first round that you like?
Well, I mean, this is not a team I like, but you know, the Eagles, they draft well also.
Yeah,
Um, they got Makai Lemon. They're trading AJ Brown. And so they had to get a wide receiver, and
yeah,
I think he'll be a solid wide receiver. I like I like Dylan Tinneman
yeah.
for Oregon. Um, remind me who got him again?
The Bears.
Bears. I think that's a good pick for them. You know, I wanted because he fell. He kind of fell, and I wanted the Chiefs to get
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
Uh, but the Bears picked him up at 25, and so I think that's another great pick. He's going to be similar to um, the Eagles safety. Um, I'm blanking on his name right now, also, but uh,
like
no, the other one,
oh
Dejon Cooper
Cooper.
DeJean. Yeah, so similar to him, and we saw his impact with the Eagles, and so I think Tinnaman is gonna come in, and I think he's gonna uh, do well. Also, another guy just come in, plug and play. Don't really need to sit him for anything. I think he's gonna be a starter day one. I think that's a another underrated pick later in the draft.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think that's great analysis. I like that pick as well. The Eagles, I think Lemon definitely top three receiver. Coming out of the draft, be top five. You got some other good guys in there. Um, I'm gonna go Jets. I'm gonna go Jets. And I could say either of their picks, but I'm gonna go Mark Cooper Jr. Um,
Yeah.
coming from Indiana, he went at 30 because the Jets took Sadiq, the tight end, first.
Mhm.
Um, but Omar, he's not a huge guy, 6 feet. But I mean, he's explosive. He's got great acceleration. Um, Still, I guess we're kind of up in the air on who the Jets QB is going to be. I'm not sure exactly if they've decided or not.
Gino,
Is it Gino? Is he
yeah,
okay? Well, Gino's improving QB.
he's got weapons now.
And that's true. He does. So this is another slot guy that he'll have, and so I think Cooper Jr. has a great college resume. He's been healthy. I like Tyson as well. That went to the Saints at 8. Uh,
Hmm.
but I think this pick right here will be one of those guys that lasts a long time in the NFL. Not sure if it'll all be with the Jets. We'll see. But
Yeah,
I really like him as a sleeper pick.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, Honestly, I think those were the main guys of the draft. Obviously we have O linemen
Yeah,
and things like that, but I think these guys, the ones we discussed, are really the ones that are gonna make the biggest impact.
sure.
Um, do you see rookie of the year, offensive defense coming from this first round? If you were to take a guess, who would your offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year be? If you think they're coming from the first round.
It's a great question. I do. I would say I'll have to give two probably for each. What I'll say is defensively, Delane, I think is an easy choice, slotting perfectly into the Chiefs defense. I think he'll get picked. I think he'll get interceptions. He'll get a lot of breakups. Um, but I just feel like the impact Downs um, is going to be great at safety for the Cowboys. So those would be my two choices for defense if I had to pick. Um, and then offense, I think it could very easily be Mendoza. I think I just obviously they're rebuilding. The Raiders are probably not going to be great, but if he's a shining light in that team, I could see it going to him. The other one I'll probably say is probably Carnell Tate, honestly. Um,
Ooh, yeah, I can see that.
Cam Ward needed somebody.
He just
And
needs
so
somebody, bro.
I think if he stays healthy, which I hope he does, I think he'll get a lot of production and I think he'll be able to kind of make a lot of DBs and safeties wish they would not play against him. For
Yeah,
those who didn't know, Carnell Tate was at Ohio State, 6'2", um, smooth receiver, great route runner. Um, so I see flashes of Cooper Kupp, just the route running, maybe Devontae Adams as well, um, is incredible. So I think Carnell Tate could easily get it.
I could see that. I really could because Cam, he wants to throw the ball all over the field, and
Absolutely.
Carnell is one of those guys where you throw it up, deep ball,
Yeah.
street, post or whatever, he's gonna go get it. And I think that's a solid pick for offensive rookie of the year. I can definitely see that. I don't think I don't think I could be wrong. I just don't think Jeremiah Love has, the offense around him to where, okay, we I mean they have Marvin Harrison Jr., but I don't know about the offensive line in Arizona. So I don't think he'll have the production. Maybe he'll have some catches and
Yeah,
maybe he'll be a do it all back to where, maybe he'll have a little bit more production than just rushing. But I like Cardinal Tate. I think that's a good pick.
I hate he went to Arizona. Honestly, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I wish. I don't know. Maybe I wish he would fell to the Giants or I don't know Washington. I don't know. The Arizona situation just bothers me. But it's another young piece to add to it. So
Yeah, I think another sleeper offensive rookie of the year pick, and we can end it here. Keenan Sadiq for the Jets.
yeah,
He's a tight end, but he ran a 4.3, 4.4, something like that. It seems like the Jets are just going to be throwing the ball all over the field.
yeah,
they got,
looks like it.
they got who's their wide receiver that they already had from Ohio State. They got Sadiq, they got Omar Cooper now, and then they got the wide receiver that they already had. So
Why am I thinking Garrett?
yeah, Garrett Wilson.
Yes.
Garrett Wilson. And so um, that's three guys right there.
Yeah.
And we know Gino is a gunslinger.
Mhm.
So that offense and they got the running back too. So their offense is looking pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, a guy that, can just go get the ball, good route runner, explosive, fast. I think he could come in and uh, you know, you gotta play Miami. So, you know,
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they also get Adonai Mitchell in that trade with Sauce Gardner, the Colts?
yes, yes, they did.
Yeah. So that's another. It's another one.
Yeah. So their offense is looking like
Yeah,
could be on the upswing. So
for sure.
um so look out for Ken Sadiq for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I think the Jets are right up there with the Cowboys and Chiefs as far as just high profile guys, NFL ready guys,
Absolutely.
and just a great first round with those two picks that they had. So
Yep, agreed. Definitely agreed. Well, guys, like the video, comment, subscribe. This has been our NFL draft first round recap. As we're recording this, you may see it the next day or whatever. But thanks for watching. Let us know how your team did in the draft. Let us know what you want to see your team do in the future rounds, 2 through 7. That's going to be it for tonight. NBA playoffs is going on. We're going to get a video out for you guys on that as well. Till then, like the video, comment, subscribe. This has been the Talking Sports Podcast. I'm your host, JD, my brother, Jeremiah. Till next time, peace.
peace, y'all.
Oh, bye, Mom. Good man, good episode, dog.
Yes, sir.